Welcome back into Eugene Emeralds baseball. First pitch, Bo Davidson misses low, ball one. Always got to be ready on the first pitch of the game with Bo. Swung at 4 of the 6 first pitches in last week. Had a triple and a couple of base hits. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. On the bump today, McCade Brown, the towering 6'6" right-handed starter, facing off against the left-handed hitter Bo Davidson. Brown now ready. The 1-1. Fouls it off, 1-2. Well, Davidson, it's been everything as advertised here in the 2025 season. A .352 batting average, that is tops in the Northwest League. A .590 slugging, that's also tops. The highest OPS at .999 as well. Then you throw in 4 home runs, 19 RBIs, 17 runs, and 3 stolen bases. Just an incredible season for him so far. Fouls off the next pitch, third baseline. That one will roll foul. Had a big week against Spokane in their 6-game series. Hit a absolute moonshot as the 1-2 slider runs him inside, 2-2. Coming off a pretty solid week last week in Spokane. 2-2. Fouls it off, third base side. Jonah Cox on deck. Charlie Zacconi in the hole. So it is 1, 2, and 3 here in this order. Looks at a pitch inside. Called strike 3. He goes down looking on strikes. 1 away. These two pitchers here so far on the season have both been stellar. Spokane got to Shane in the first. See if the Emeralds can turn the favor right here. In the box now steps Jonah Cox. First pitch. Swing and a miss. .258 average and 31 games played. His lone homer of the year actually came against Spokane. Currently the... looks at a pitch outside. As it stands right now, the Northwest League leader in stolen bases by a couple. 1-1 slider outside, low and away. It's so impressive from the Emeralds. They have 3 of the top 5 in the Northwest League. Joe now slow roller, third base side, charging in. Messenger scoops it, flips it in time. 2 away. Well, defensively today for Spokane, Skylar Messenger at third, Andy Perez over at short, Braylon Wimmer at second, Aiden Longwell at first, and Cole Messina doing the catching today behind the dish. In the outfield, Jared Thomas in left, Caleb Hobson in center, Jesus Bougarine out and right. 2 quick outs in the inning, a strikeout looking, and a 5-3 ground out. Now steps in Charlie Zacconi. Looks at a fastball upstairs. Ball 1. 239 hitter this year for Zacconi as he swings over the top of the next pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 home runs and 18 RBIs to go along with it. 1-1. Misses inside. It's a hit by pitch. Zacconi will head into first. So it's a 2-out base runner here for Eugene. Well, for Brown in 20 and a third innings of work. That is just his 3rd hit by pitch here so far of the season. Doesn't hit batters all too often. Now steps in the cleanup man, Quinn McDaniel. Zacconi as well. That is already his 10th time he has been hit by a pitch here in 2025. First pitch fastball, ball 1. He's played in 31 games now, so basically a third of the games that Zacconi plays, he ends up getting plunked by a pitch. Gets lead over at first. Righty-righty matchup. The 1-0. Misses up and in, make it 2-0. 95 on the radar gun for Spokane starter. These 4, 5, 6 hitters have been dangerous. Really, this whole top of the order has been for Eugene. Scott Bandura on deck. Make it 3-0. And danger. Back-to-back free passes here. Scott Bandura who is on deck, is second right now, only trailing Bo Davidson in the Northwest League in batting average. See if Quinn has the green light. Spokane gets his lead. 3-0. Fastball, strike one. Oh, Quinn just one RBI shy of reaching 20 here. 30th game played of the season. Spokane gets his lead over at first. 3-1, slaps it foul. Up and out of play, first base side. Runs the count full with 2 outs. Spokane going to be moving here on the pitch. Any type of extra base hit now could bring home the first run of the game for Eugene. Brown is set. Spokane takes off. 3-2. Foul ball. Let's do it again. One landing right on top of the roof. Good time to tell you that High Ridge Roofing and Construction offers a wide range of roofing services tailored to meet your unique needs. You can contact High Ridge for a free consultation. Long at bat here. Pitch number 7 upcoming. 3-2. It's another foul ball, just staying alive here. Even with the Emeralds not getting a hit so far this frame, one good thing is Brown's pitch count already climbing north of 20 now. Especially to start these 6-game sets, it can be so important if you can chase starters early. Make them burn through some bullpen arms here in the early week. 8th pitch, 3-2. Swing and a miss late on the fastball, 96 on the radar gun. 2 out hit by pitch for Charlie Zacconi. Not much else doing. We'll head to the top of the second. Shane Rodemaker back out on the bump for the M's. You're listening. Bottom of the second, Scandura set to lead things off here in inning number 2 for the M's. McCade Brown back out on the bump as well for his second inning of work so far for him. 1 inning on the mound, took 22 pitches, 13 strikes, struck out 2, and hit 1 as the first offering from Bandura fouled off third base side. Well, Scott, what a season he is putting together here at the dish. Coming into today so far, a .330 average in 29 games played. 2 home runs, 18 RBIs as he swings over the top of the one-strike approach, falling behind 0-2. So, like I mentioned, Davidson sits atop the Northwest League in batting average, and, well, Bandura is right behind him in most of these hitting categories. As he looks at a pitch, up and out. A .330 average here on the year. Currently second in the Northwest League and on base. As he takes a pitch inside, make it even at 2. Only trailing Ryan Waldschmidt by just a couple of points. Bandura's been getting on base at a .457 clip. Just incredible stuff from the Princeton product. 2-2. Protects the zone, fouls one off. Not to mention, when he does get on, he has been lethal on the base path as well. 25 runs scored. 3rd in the Northwest League with 11 stolen bases as well. 2-2. Able to lay off, runs the count full. What an eye he has. Fell behind 0-2, has worked it back to a full count payoff pitch. Brown is ready. 3-2. Protects the zone again. Keeps the count right where it's at. I mentioned it too here. It's been a successful things the M's have done this year in these early week games, just racking up the pitch count here on some of these starters. 3-2. You guessed it, it's another foul ball hit right over towards Zane Zielinski on deck. Luke Schliger due up after, so 5, 6, and 7 here in the order. Pitch number 9 here for Brown. What a battle these two are having. 3-2. Hard ground ball, and it's foul. Drew Martinez, what a snag. Former minor leaguer himself showing off the hands right there. Emerald's first base coach, making it look easy and routine. Double-digit pitches now in this plate appearance. Payoff pitch. Checked his swing. He does go. Strike 3 called. Home plate umpire bringing him up here tonight. Home plate umpire Tyler Vandewater. Base umpire Leona Ricks. So it is a strikeout swinging on 10 pitches. And now steps Zane Zielinski. Righty-righty matchup. Pretty cool moment for Zane last week on the road in Hillsboro. So he looks at a called strike to start his at-bat. Hit home run number 1 for Zane. He's able to sneak it over the left field wall at Hillsborough Ballpark as he now falls behind 0-2. Even cooler as well, you're never sure when these guys hit home runs. You know, a fan grabs it, they run away, that ball is gone forever. But I believe the M's bullpen, it was going to hit over towards the M's pen as he fouls off another pitch, stays alive. I think they were able to track down where it landed outside of the bullpen. I'm not exactly sure who did it, but they were able to actually get it and deliver it to Zane after the game. Such a cool moment for him, being able to hang on to that baseball. As he looks at a pitch outside. Of course, Zane last year, a 2024 ninth rounder, Illinois, Chicago. No pro action, didn't start at the ACL level, didn't start here in low A either. Made his professional debut here in high A with the M's. Another breaking ball outside, runs the count even at 2. Always got to enjoy and just appreciate those little moments here throughout your professional career. Zane now in a battle, 2-2. Jam shot, foul ball, right off the roof, and in the press level, that one didn't see it land back down on the press level. Maybe it's in the press box up there. 2-2 once again, run the count full. Some great at-bats here by Bandura and Zane. The 7th pitch now upcoming. Brown is already almost at 40 pitches through an inning and a third. Zane is ready, 3-2. Loud foul ball on the first base side. Pitch number 9. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Goes down swinging on strikes. 2 away. Well, the M's have done a good job at battling, but McCade Brown has found the put-away stuff here early. Inning and 2/3, now 4 strikeouts for him. Looking dominant out there on the mound. Righty-lefty matchup brings up Luke Schliger. First offering of the Maryland product, swing and a miss. Well, Brown this year has been kind of ramping up in his innings as the season has gone on. As a fastball inside, M's are down to their final strike here in the second. Started the year with a couple of 3-inning outings as well as a 2-inning outing. But now his last 2 times out here in the month of May has gone 4 1/3 both times, as well as a season-high 6 strikeouts. 0-2 to Luke. Just outside, good eye. So obviously someone they've been kind of ramping back up here as the season has gone on. Only 23 innings last year. 1-2. Hard grounder, first base side, playable for the first baseman. Longwell slides, underhand toss to first. Brown touches in time, inning over. Couple of long at-bats, but a pair of strikeouts and a ground out. We'll head to the top of the third. Spokane still a 1-0 lead. You're listening to Eugene Emeralds Baseball on 95.3, The Score. Home half of inning number 3. Jack Payton set to lead things off here for the M's. So 8-9-1. Payton, Cole Foster for the lineup flips to the top for Bo Davidson. First pitch, fastball. Runs him in at the hands. Ball 1. So 1 run, 2 hits. No errors tonight for Spokane. No runs on no hits and no errors for the M's. Swings over the top of the off-speed, 1-1. Lone base runner here tonight was a 2-out hit by pitch. Charlie Zacconi wore the 1. Now falling behind quickly, 1-2. Brown's been strong here today for Spokane. 2 innings. No walks with those 4 punch-outs. He's looking for his 5th here. 1-2. Just gets a piece. Slow roller. Third base side. Charging in is Messina. No throw in from Skylar Messenger. That is a lead-off single for Jack Payton. Put the ball in play. Good things can happen. That is proof right there. Just made contact, but almost looked like a textbook bunt down the third base line. Leadoff base runner, first hit of the game here for the M's. Brings up the 9-hole hitter. Switch hitting Cole Foster. Batting from the left-handed side here against the righty. First pitch, foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. Hitting 120 this year with the home run and 5 runs driven in. Has also drawn 11 walks, so he's found ways to still reach base. Peyton gets his lead over at first. 0-1. Good eye there from Foster. Payne is just 1 for 1 on stolen base attempts this year, part of a double steal here earlier this season. The 1-1. Squares up to bunt. Drops it down the third base line, right back to the pitcher. Collects, fires, airmails it over the first baseman's head. Foster now will pull the throw into second. Not in time. Foster is in. Peyton goes into third. I say it time and time again. It is the hardest play in baseball, what just happened. These pitchers, they throw time and time again from the mound to home. There is something when they have to field these slow-rolling ground balls and throw it to first. You see these errors over and over. Brown just completely airmailed it over the first baseman's head. It's a little bit of a break. Now runners at second and third, nobody out. Bo Davidson up to bat. First offering to Bo. Ground ball right side. Second baseman will scoop it. Flips it to first. 1 away. But the run comes home to score. Productive ground out RBI from Bo Davidson. We are all tied up at 1-1. RBI number 20 for Bo. As Foster also advances second to third on the play. So that last one, the bunt attempt or play from Foster, is ruled as a single with a throwing error, allowing the runners to advance. Jonah Cox now looks at a pitch low and away. Well, if you're Messina behind the dish, got to be careful here. Foster now in at third. All 4 infielders in on the grass. 1-0 to Jonah. Looks at a called strike at the knees. Charlie Zacconi, the left-handed hitter on deck. RBI opportunity here for Cox. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Well, Brown now, 55 pitches after that run. See if Jonah can protect here. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Goes down swinging on just 4 pitches. Out number 2. Well, the M's going to have to find a 2-out hit here now from Charlie Zacconi if they want to take this lead. They don't want to leave a runner stranded in on at third. Zacconi got hit by a pitch his first time up. Good matchup, though, here, facing off against the righty. Feels like a matter of time. Zacconi is due for his 3rd homer. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. 2 home runs in 30 games played this year. His last home run actually came against Spokane back on April 23rd. Sent it flying over that right field wall. 0-1. Rip foul, third base side. That one. Clear the Prince Puckler sign over there. Probably all the way out on the road. Falling behind quickly. McCade Brown now ready. 5 strikeouts and 2 1/3. 0-2. Breaking ball, Messina trying to frame that one, but doesn't get the call. Third baseman Skylar Messenger not holding on Foster too close, so getting a pretty big lead here down the line. Messina trying to protect anything low in the zone. 1-2. Upstairs, count now evens up. 93 on the radar gun. That fastball tonight, it's been sitting anywhere from about 93. I believe it's topped out at 96. Trying to give the M's their first lead here of the night. 2-2. Inside, full count. 3rd time now already this game. Seen Emeralds hitters fall behind 0-2. They've battled back to run the count full. First base is open here if Zacconi can reach. No movement right now yet in the Spokane bullpen. 3-2. Hit pretty well, right center field. Hustling over is the center fielder Hobson. Looking up, reaching out, making the catch. Jesus Bougarine running into the wall. Kind of hobbling a little bit after a great defensive play. But the M's push home a run. A ground out RBI from Bo Davidson. We'll head now to the fourth. All knotted up at 1. You're listening to Eugene Emeralds Baseball on 95.3 The Score. Welcome back in to Eugene Emeralds Baseball, 95.3. Or bottom of the fourth. 4-hole hitter Quinn McDaniel set. First pitch hit pretty well up the middle, through for a base knock. McDaniel is on the board. A leadoff single here in the fourth. Well, good speed on the base path now. McDaniel this year, 10 for 12 on stolen base attempts. Of course, these two teams are the two teams atop the Northwest League in stolen bases, and all by a pretty good margin as well. The Emeralds with 63, which is number 1. Spokane with 55. The next highest is Hillsboro with 39. First pitch to Bandura, foul tipped into the glove. So these two teams love being aggressive on the base path. The Emeralds have been thrown out 15 times. Spokane has been thrown out 10 times. It's just been their brand of baseball this year. McDaniel gets his lead. First baseman holding him on. 0-1 to Scott. Looks at a called strike very quickly. 0-2. Next pitch, just protecting the zone, a foul ball behind the netting at home. Bandura struck out swinging on 10 pitches. A long at bat in inning number 2. Trying to battle here now after falling behind. This is upstairs for a ball. 1-1 ball game here. Both pitchers have been strong so far tonight. M's trying to take advantage of that leadoff base runner. 2-strike pitch. Backs him off the zone, 2-2. Bandura, the 2023 7th rounder from Princeton. 22 walks this year, 27 strikeouts. On base, well over 450. Daniel gets his lead. Longwell holding him on. Pickoff move. That one gets past Longwell. Martinez now pointing to second. Longwell will slide, field it. McDaniel will be into second on the air. First pitch single. Now a runner in scoring position for Scott Bandura. Good RBI opportunity for him here. 18 of them on the season. Trying to find a 2-strike base knock. Two-two hit pretty well. Center field charging in is Hobson. They're going to hold McDaniel in at third. Probably wisely. No point to push it. The throw was a little bit offline. With nobody out, the last thing you want to do is have a play in the plate that doesn't go your way. Well, and they're going to still be sitting at 18 RBIs. Just one shy of the team lead. 19 for McDaniel at third. 20 for Davidson. Zane Zielinski up to bat. Struck out swinging on 9 pitches. Well, for the first time this year, last week in Hillsboro, we saw the double steal put on. Not sure there are two better runners out there other than maybe Jonah Cox on the base path right now. Zielinski looks at a pitch upstairs, ball 1. There's a pitcher starting to long throw at least over in Spokane's bullpen. Brown's pitch count now at 71 tonight. 46 of them for strikes as catcher Cole Messina out having a chat with him. Good time to tell you that Summit Bank is a proud sponsor of Emeralds Baseball, dedicated to meeting the banking needs of business and professionals in Eugene and Bend, Oregon. Game 1 of this series here, a win here tonight. Move the Emeralds back to 500, looking to pick up their first 2025 series victory of the year here at home. 1 win, 1 loss, and a whole bunch of ties so far for the M's. McDaniel at third, Bandura at first. Righty-righty matchup. 1-0. Jam shot, foul ball. Up on the concourse. Right over by Sluggo. Watch out over there, Sluggo. He appears to be all right. Got to protect that Green Bear. Back to baseball now we go. Middle infielders double play depth. Corner infielders in. The 1-1. Slaps it foul. First base line. No play for Longwell. Zielinski had a good week against Spokane. One of his better weeks. Hit .350 in 6 games. Also swiped 3 bases and scored 4 times. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging on strikes. 1 away. Well, the last thing the M's want now is to not be able to push home one of these runs. We'll see if the M's catcher, Luke Schliger, can find a big base knock. He grounded out. Back to the first baseman his last time up. Luke has had a good month of May here. Started the year a little slow at the plate, but has really been starting to heat up. Such a good development here for Luke. Fouls one off at third. So far in the month of May, 4 games, he's hitting .417 as an RBI. Stolen base as well. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Cade Brown now 1 strike away from his 2nd in a row here. He is up to 6 already tonight. Time called. Cole Messina behind the dish coming out, giving a couple of defensive signals. Not a lot of movement on the base path right now. M's have stayed quiet out there so far. Don't want to let this RBI opportunity go to waste. 0-2. Just missing outside. Great eye there from Luke. Ten walks to 14 strikeouts this year. Pretty good number for the Maryland Terrapin. 1-2. Bandura takes off. No throw down to second. Wisely from Messina, reading that one well. Like I said, the double steal always in play here. So that will be a stolen base for Scott Bandura, his 12th of the year. 15th now Messina has given up this season. Conventional double play ball. Wiped off the board. All 4 infielders in on the grass. The 2-2 to Luke. Way outside, full count. Well, the M's have still yet to draw a walk here. Jack Payton, the right-handed hitting DH on deck. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. What an at-bat from Luke. Fell behind 0-2. 4 straight misses. Bases are loaded for tonight's designated hitter, Jack Payton. See if a move is made. There is a pitcher warming up right now. Doesn't appear we will see any. Right-handed reliever warming up over in the Indians bullpen. A single and a run scored for Jack already today. Bases are juiced. First pitch. Check swing goes around. Emeralds hit their first grand slam of the 2025 season by the man that's standing in on second right now, Scott Bandura. Part of that 9-7 victory on a week ago from today. Bandura, a first inning grand slam. Payton now back in the box. 0-1. Hit high, shallow, right field. Moving down in foul territory. Jesus Bugarina, the first baseman. He hangs on, makes the catch. No. McDaniel will not tag up there. Probably wisely. That one was a great throw in from the right fielder. Smart play, though, from McDaniel just to be ready if Bugarina has to slide and catch that one or kind of catches it right up against the netting. Might have had a few extra seconds, but instead, it is 2 away. Cole Foster, a bunt single his last time up. Hems loaded up the bases with one out, in danger of leaving with a 0. First pitch. Foul tipped into the glove of Messina, 0-1. Foster, a 2023 third rounder out of Auburn. If he can reach Bo Davidson, too. Due up after, lineup set to flip to the top for the third time. 0-1. Fouls it off. Now falling behind 0-2. Foster's going to have to find a clutch 2-strike, 2-out knock. Trying to keep this inning alive. McDaniel at third, Bandura at second, Schliger at first. Brown is set. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Actually just fouled off. We go again. Thought Messina hung on to that one. Home plate umpire Tyler Vandewater had to check and make sure. Brown is ready. 0-2 once again. It's another foul ball. Battling right now against Foster. Already 4 pitches this at-bat. Impressive stuff here from the M's. Brown now 86 pitches in just 3 2/3. They're going to have to go to the bullpen most likely either after this batter or the next inning. Foster trying to give the M's the lead. Messina trying to keep everything in front of him with the speedy McDaniel on at third. 0-2. Hit pretty well. Center field. Hobson going to have to charge in. He's moving. Full extension. He dives and makes the catch. Inning over. What a play from Caleb Hobson. Puts up a 0 on the scoreboard here for the M's. We'll head now to the top of inning number 5. Shane Rodemaker back out on the mound. You're listening to Eugene Emeralds Baseball on 95.3 The Score.